I'm gonna get this lower cervical, bring him around. Got it. Then I'm gonna come up. He also has atlas on the same side.
Ooh.
Got it. That one really moved.
Yeah, I heard it too.
So we have Herschel here today. Herschel gets focal seizures. And what have you noticed?
Well, so he had had surgery about a month ago. He had 2 mast cell tumors removed, one in his armpit on the right side and one on his foreleg on the left side. And because he's so low to the ground and because of the snow, we took him out of the cone he was in, which was working like a snow shovel. And we had him in one of those blow-up donuts. And at one point, about 10 days, a couple days before the stitches were supposed to be removed, he did something that burst the stitches open, so he actually had to be in the donut for an extra 10 days, 12 days. And I think it just affected his neck because he started suddenly, you had worked on him previously and the focal seizures had really gone down to almost nothing. Like once every 6 or 7 months he would have a...
And how often was he getting the seizures before I worked on him?
Prior to that, they were starting to happen relatively frequently. It was once a week or something like that, yeah. And then suddenly, after wearing the donut for a couple of weeks, he started having them pretty frequently. It was like he had like 3 or 4 in a row, like every day, like for 3-4 days straight. It's been okay now, but it just seemed like, his neck had sort of stuck in a bend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a little question marky from just laying on the donut all the time and pushing into his throat, I assume.
Okay. And his age and breed?
He is 7 years old, and his breed is a mixed breed, but DNA said he's a Dachshund and Pit Bull mix.
Wow, that's why you're so handsome. All right, so one of the things we like to check for seizures is the atlas occiput. On a horse, we call that the pole, but we don't call that on the dog. But I can already feel a lot of tightness at his atlas, which is the top bone. And so I'm first going to bring his head all the way this way, then all the way. It doesn't want to even go that way. So this side, here, let's stand up one more time. Okay, stay here. And I'm going to try to, you might have a stabilizer with me. So I'm going to bring the head all the way this way. Sorry about that. There it goes. It comes all the way around. And then this side hardly wants to go. So before I get the atlas, I'm going to get this lower cervical. Bring him around. Got it. Then I'm going to come up. He also has atlas on the same side.
Ooh.
Got it. That one really moved.
Yeah, I heard it too. I've never heard it when you've done the dog before.
So now I'm going to bring it down and bring it up. Up is no problem. Down is still a little tight because the weight of the yoke that he was wearing on his head. Sorry, Boo. Okay. So he also has what's called an anterior atlas, where the whole atlas pitches forward from the weight of the apparatus that he had to wear around his neck. One more. Just gives a little directional. Let me check his occiput too. So occiput on a dog, we usually adjust it this direction towards, because we take the high side and we push it back down as opposed to a lift. So this side was wedged tight and this side was open. So I went to this occiput and I pushed it down a little bit. One more. Good. Now I'm going to come down his back, looking, here's a little bit, one at T3. I'm moving fast because he doesn't really want to be up here. when we're done, we'll put him on the floor and see if he shakes out. We'll probably see a good shake. So I haven't seen him in probably like 9 months or a year, right?
Probably over a year.
Because it was before
Pre-COVID.
pre-COVID. Sorry, guy.
Buddy.
Okay, just hold his head just moving. This side's a little out. Got it. Right, I think that's all we're gonna do.
Okay.
Let's put him down and keep the camera rolling, Meredith, because I want to see if he shakes a little bit. Keep it on him. Keep it on him. There it goes. And we wanted to see that. That means he really integrated the adjustment. And here, look at me for a second, Meredith. So what we try to do with the dogs that get seizures, little seizures, he has these focal or like these mini seizures where his whole head goes like, I don't know if I can do it. And taking pressure off the upper cervicals, the occiput, the atlas, and the brainstem, that top area, take pressure off there, you'll see a big change. Thank you.